Stave Vedis Angapadakramopanishade Yandiyam Samaga Yanavastinadadgati Namanasa Shindiyam Yogina Isyantam Navidusura Surana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Very good. Verse number 17. Pitahamasya jagataha Dhamata data pitamaha Vedyam pavitram onkara Rikshamaya jurevacha Gatir bharta prabhu sakshi Nivasa sharanam surute Prabhava pralayasthanam Nidhanam vijamabhyayam Gatir bharta prabhu sakshi Nivasa sharanam surute Prabhava pralayasthanam Nidhanam vijamabhyayam. There was a day when a person was calling Mullah, don't worry. He was sitting down on a high tree and in a very, very uncomfortable branch, just sitting down. He was heavy, but the branch was very thin. So a man was passing by that way and he said, "You must be really an idiot. You are so heavy and you are sitting down on this thin branch. It may break. You may fall, it will break, you will fall and you may die." He said, "I know what I am doing. You go over away." Then of course the person left. After 10 minutes, true, the thin branch could not take it, fell. And he fell down. When he fell down, he ran. Oh, this man is a seer who can look into the, who could look into the future. So he went there and he said, "You told me I will fall down, and I did fall down. Now tell me, when am I going to die?" And these fellows, naturally, he is giving some common sense advice and you see him as a prophet, a seer. He ignored it and he was walking, but you followed him. "No, you must tell me when I am going to die." He got so fed up, he said, "Now you will die." He said, "It now." When he said it down now, naturally he dropped dead. He fell down and dead. Because he knew this man has told that now, so he died. And stayed there. And people in the village, they started looking for Mullah. What happened? The fellow has not come back home, wife is worried, people are worried. So they started looking for him and then they saw this fellow is dying. Dead, still, absolutely still. So they put him in a coffin and they were taking him for the burial. When they're taking him for the ground, but because they have come searching for such a long way, they forgot the way how to go there. So they are discussing among themselves. And how to go there? It's such a long distance we came in. The one fellow said, no, let's go to the village. Then from there we can find out. We can go back to the village and from there we can find out. Then Mullah could not take it anymore. Then he said, when I was alive, from here there is a shortcut. When I was alive, there is a shortcut. You understand? Now, see the glee, the laughter, the happiness with which you are sharing the story, that is how the story of the wise man. When he was alive with the ahankar, I thought, the story is different. Now he knows Maya datam idam sarvam jagat abhyakt murtina. As Bhagavan says, by him, by his unmanifest form, the whole universe is pervaded. Now this body belongs to Ishvara. The mind belongs to Ishvara. No more his. Yet, he has to continue to live with this body. Therefore, when it is needed, he will use this language. Memory of the past. Memory of the past. Not that the present he doesn't see. But when he uses the word, no more, the word I comes with the body or the mind or the thoughts, always with himself. God takes over. It's a functional I. And thereafter, kirtayantosmam namasyantamam bhaktya, always singing the glory of the God. What happens is, this is what you see, all your actions, emotions, everything is for the moment. Which the other person, the average ignorant person will understand. Ignorant person's behavior is completely into the emotion, into the action. If there is anger, there is tremor. If there is hatred, there is spite. If there is jealousy, there is same ferociousness, where the other person is harmed. In the wise person, the one who is aware of himself, in case he allows himself to express a particular type of emotion, it is only for the time. When that goes, the situation goes, the emotion also goes. Just like you are playing a role, when you are playing a drama, acting in a drama, the role is there, you play the role. When the drama is over, the game is over. You don't remember that. Your emotions, whether they are playful, you are playing with it, or you are stuck with it, shall be known by the memories that you have. If your anger lingers as a memory, you are angry. You did not play the role of anger. If it hatred, jealousy, anything for that matter, if it remains as something, a part of you, you are not playing the role. You are totally overwhelmed by that particular role. That is why even the love, affection, when you are relating to people, if it is a play acting, you are on the spur of the moment. If the situation demands, you are doing that. Then, no problem. But if you are really lost in that relationship, then it will linger inside your head. You are losing yourself. Please, because that is your happiness. In the absence of that love or affection, there is unhappiness. These type of consequences will be there. With anger, you felt relieved. The other person was humiliated or punished. Therefore, there is a pleasure, there is a glee. Oh, my anger was so powerful. Whereas when you are happy with yourself, every emotion passes like that. It's because he alone is existing. Therefore, you do not carry any load onto yourself. And that is the time it becomes very clear. As Bhagavan says very nicely, I am the one who is everything. Pitahamasya jagata. Dhata bharta pitama. When Bhagavan says, when Krishna says I, his I is not confined to a physical body. Listen. When the individual says I, his I is confined to a thought, a series of thought, or a physical body. When the president of the country says I, it is not confined to a place or a body. This is the entire, when a president says I, as the president, as the role, the whole country reverberates, speaks with it. When the God says I, the whole thing reverberates. The whole universe is included, and that you can see everywhere. Just dramatize it for easy understanding. Suppose the tree says I, leaves, branches, twigs, root, everything is included. But the leaf says I, only the leaf. If the ocean says I, the whole thing is included. Mountain says I, the entire range is included. Sometimes it can so happen, you can go to the mountain, just like a child is taken by the grandfather. The grandfather said, I'll take you to the ocean, I'll show you the samudra, I'll show you the ocean. Then the grandfather takes the child, introduces, this is beach, this is sand, this is water, this is wave. Then comes back. Then the grandmother asks to the grandson, did you see the ocean? He said, no, grandfather cheated me. He showed me the beaches, he showed me the water, he showed me the waves, he showed me the foam, never showed me the ocean. If you don't name it ocean, are you getting that point, please? If you don't name it the ocean, you have seen all these things. But all these things are ocean. But still you don't know that is ocean. That is how we are all introduced. This is body, this is mind, this is individual I thought, this is creation, this is mountain, this is the dream, this is waking, this is sleep. But all together, Ishvara. Are you getting that point, please? How simple, how nice it is. When I went back from the class, this thought hit me. We are all getting introduced to part. That these parts are inseparable part of a whole. That is not given to us. And that is successfully banished or banned from our head if you consider that God as somewhere sitting. That means a permanent separation between you and the God. When you appreciate yourself, who you are, and then for the God, everything is included. So when Ishvara, as when I say I, is only one body. When I say I, from the standpoint of the body, it is one body. From the standpoint of the self, it may be all-pervasive. Not maybe, it is all-pervasive. But when Ishvara, God says I, totality, from both the standpoints, it's all-pervasive. Consciousness everywhere. When I say I, all the bodies are included, which includes my body. So when he says I, Pita, Asya Jagataha, this is the creation. I am the creator. Where the creation and the creator are one and the same. Because if you say creator, I am the creator of the creation, And the next question inconvenient question will come is, where did the Creator exist before the creation? If there is already a place where the Creator was existing, who created that place? So if somebody has created that place and placed the Creator there, then who is greater Creator, the other one or this one? Are you getting that? Next. If you say, okay, you created, how do you create by yourself? Aham Mata, I am Pita, I am the Mata, I am the father of the creation, I am the mother of this universe. Father and mother, one and the same. Ardhanarishwar, both are one and the same. Again, who created you? Pitamaha, I am my own father. Meaning, there is nothing other than me. Dhata, also I am the sustainer of this universe. That is why when you see, just like remember that when we are explaining the creation, the snake appears to be the rope. The rope appears to be the snake. Any appearance. The rope appears to be the snake. It has never become the snake. Same thing also. The consciousness doesn't become the creation, appears to be the creation in the presence of the Maya, the ignorance. So both Brahmasrita Maya, Purusha Prakriti, one and the same. Where we call it as the Ishvara. So as a Ishvara, you can say Brahman, call it Maya, both are one and the same thing. There is nothing other than it. Yet, this is only for the sake of explaining the creation. But in reality, the heart of the scripture, the heart of the teacher is not in accepting the creation or explaining the creation, because it just doesn't exist. Only one thing that is there is yourself, the awareness. This becomes too much for average individual because so body-oriented. That is why when you appreciate, understand the nature of yourself, other than the body, other than the thought, see the aham pratyaya gochara, the meaning of the word I, then it becomes easier to grasp. If I can be at once body and the bodiless awareness, form and the formless, anything can be like that. Therefore, Pitama, everything. Then Vedyam, Pavitram, Onkara. What is to be known? There is only one thing to be known in life. Vedyam, Veditum Yogyam, one thing to be known. What is that? That which is Pavitram, Veditavyam, only one thing to be known in life. If there is only one thing to be known in life is Vedyam, that is Pavitram Onkara, which at once pervades everything. If you want to name the whole universe, one name is enough. Om, even Aham also enough. Both Saguna, Nirguna, everything is included in that. I think we saw it a little bit in Kathopanishad, but a little bit we shall see now. More elaborately, it will come in the Mandukya Upanishad. The Onkar, only 12 verses, we'll see that. Bhagavan says, I am the Onkar. Why is it so? Because Akara, Ukara, Makara. These three matras stands for the Akara, waking state, effortless, Ukara, dream state, Makara, deep sleep state. And before these matras, what you call amatra, the silence. Before the silence, after the three silence, in between also silence, amatra. Standing for formless absolute nirguna Brahma, amatra, standing for absolute formless nirguna Brahma, akara, ukara, makara, include, they swallow up the gross universe, subtle universe, the dream universe, as well as the causal universe. Thus the whole existence, if it can be named with one name at once, simultaneously, everything can be explained. Om. Therefore, certain times people worship that symbol itself. That though a letter becomes a pratika, becomes a symbol of the both formless and the form, absolute and relative. Call it Om or call it A, Ha, Both are one and the same. Are you getting that point, please? And that is the only thing to be known in life. Because other things, if you don't know also, you shall survive. If you don't know about air, fire, water, earth, air will still survive, help you to survive, water will help you to survive, fire will help you to survive, everything, everything. Even if you don't know. Suppose you don't know about the, what is that one, gravity, and still you are walking. There are many things you don't know, but we survive in life. But when death comes, the fear comes. And in between, you can't just live through life. There will be emotional problem, perceptions will create problem, emotions will create problem, what to do. And ultimately, death of incidents. Death of the body comes once in a while. Death of incidents, death of emotions, death of a childhood, death of youth. So many changes are taking place. If you want to survive those changes, those deaths, if you want to really stand by these changes and death, you have to see the changeless, deathless that you are. That is why knowing yourself provides you utmost freedom. You find yourself. Thereafter to do or not to do is your choice. Are you getting that? You are happy with yourself. You want to work hard and create a empire? Do it. Either person says, no, I am not interested. I am happy under a tree. Good. That is why the concept in our tradition, Rajarshi, Brahmarshi, is so beautiful. This type of freedom is not given anywhere. Because if somewhere a person drops out of the thing, then everybody says, oh, his fellow is a beggar, he is a criminal, he is a parasite. Here, people are simply hanging around or worshipped. Why? Because behind that little dress or no dress, maybe there is a wise man hanging around. There is a wise man existing. That is why the tradition worships what the most society will call as the hobos, dropouts, misfits, escapists. In this world, they are all worshipped. If the person lives a particular lifestyle. Why is it so? Because it is your choice. It is your choice. Yes, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna emphasizes, even though it is a choice, but you better act. He doesn't say, nobody in his senses will encourage escapism, dropping out, lethargy, lazy. Nobody will talk that. No teacher will do that, no scripture will do that, nowhere Krishna has done it. Why is it so? Because if you don't want to do anything, that must be your choice. Why should I encourage? Are you getting that point? That is your choice. But once you do that, now don't try to enjoy the benefit of the other people's labor also. That is not needed. Then you become a hypocrite. You become a parasite. But basic principle is be a rishi. Rishanti jananti. Do you know the truth? Yes, rishi. You are a rishi now. You are aware of yourself, Atma-jnana, Brahma-jnana. You have that knowledge. You are a rishi. Now you have a choice. Do you want to be a Brahmarshi or you want to be a Rajarshi? Brahmarshi means high thinking, simple living. Very high thinking. Love bites in himself. But I don't need anything. One hutment is enough. Why should I have 10 pairs of clothes? Why should I have any pair of clothes? I can hang around like animal, moving in the forest, I am in the forest. I don't need any cooked food. I pluck my fruits, I eat it. I drink the water from the garden. There is a nice verse in Katho, in a, what is that? Is it Vivek Chudamani said, no? Chinta sunyam adainyam vaikshamasanam panam saridvarishu swatandrena nirankusa sthitirami nidra smasane vane vastrakshalana soshanadirahitam digvastu sayyamahi sanchara nigamanta vithishu vidam krida pare brahmani. What a language! The beautiful description of a wise person. How does he say? Chinta sunyam, no anxiety. Oh, no anxiety, but causing anxiety for others? No. You can be a person, chinta sunyam, you have no anxiety, but you cause anxiety to everybody. I am not preparing for my food, but the food time I go and stand there. Hello, should be shut. This is where the trouble comes. You cannot do that. If you want to say drop out, drop out. Chinta sunyam adainyam. You are living a total simple life, but you have no sense of dainya, dina bhava. Dina bhava means, I am such a poor person, I don't have anything. Maharaj, I have nothing to call my own, but I am the emperor of the universe. Chinta sunyam adainyam vaiksham asanam. Vaiksham, asanam, vaiksham. Food, what are you eating? Vaiksham, whatever comes. Panidvaye vaiksham amantrayanta. Whatever comes in the hand, not even a pot. Whatever comes in the hand, it was finished. Panam saridvarishu. Water is available in the water, in the sarit, in the pond, lake or brooks, springs. Swatandrena nirankusa sthiti. Swatandrena, independently moving around, nirankusa sthiti, unrestricted movement. Wherever you want to go, you go. No routine. Morning 1 o'clock I have to meditate. I have to be there in that time. Swatandra nirankusa sthiti rami. When? Where? Nidra smasane bane. Sleeping. Where? It can be a smasana, a cremation ground or a forest. Anywhere. Wherever you sleep, wherever I feel sleepy, that variety. It's not a very ideal thing, but if somebody chooses to be like that, scripture doesn't say no. You don't call him holy hobo. You don't call him he's useless, idiot. No, he has dropped. Does he demand anything from you? No, then don't worry, leave him alone. If he comes and demands something from you, you have got a full right to say, get lost. Smasane vane vastras vastus klayalana sosanadirahitam. No need to wash the clothes. Why? Not much clothes. Digvastu sayyamahi. Dik, direction is the home. So no cleaning, printing, sayyamahi. Bed is the sleep is the bed is, earth is the bed. Why is it so? Sanchara nigamanta vithishu vidam. Vidam. People, those who know, vid, to know, those who know this truth, for them, nigamanta vithishu sanchara. They are walking on the boulevard of Vedanta. Vedanta vithi. Vithi means street. In the Vedanta boulevard, their mind is continuously reveling. Vedanta vidhishu vidam krida pare brahmani. Krida, playing always in the absolute. Therefore such people, who should tell them what to do? This is one Brahmarshi. Rajarshi is, like Krishna says, Parthanasti me kartavyam trishi lokeshu. Hey Arjuna, there is nothing for me to do, but I continue to act. Why? If I don't do, others will follow me. Therefore setting a standard, being a role model. 24 hours active, nothing to achieve in life. There is, his happiness does not depend upon any achievement or failure, yet continuously active. Why? For others' sake. Rajarshi. Which one is better? let the person decide. But which one you should talk about? Rajarshi. Because somebody dropping out, you don't have to encourage people to drop out. Anyway, the fellow will drop out, if he chooses to be like that. But Rajarshi. Therefore, continuously active, continuously acting. Such a person, reveling within himself. Pavitram Omkara, Aham, Om, both one and the same. Totally dependence, whatever. And happy with himself, using his mind, using his body. But anyway, everything is Ishwar. Aham, Om, both same. Rukshama Yajurevacha, Rukshama Yaju. I am the Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, Vedanta Krut, Veda Videvacha Aham. I am the Vedanta Krut, the one who giver of this Vedanta. I am the Vedas. I am everything, meaning the totality doesn't stand apart. So when you see this, you are not critical of anybody. You are not unnecessarily critical of anybody. You choose how you want to be. How the other person is, let the other person decide. It makes no difference to you. That is why your living is so peaceful. Yes, one thing is, let the other person be what it wants to be, but not at my cost. Then you can come up. So the other person, suppose I want to live under a tree. Who am I to say not to live? But you live under a tree and tell me, say, can you clean this room for me? Oh, wonderful. You have nothing to do. Like as I was telling, when people, sadhus will come in and say, give me some money. To go do what? I want to go to Kashi. Walk. Why do you want money? What are you doing? Nothing. Walk. Just walk. You have nothing to do, no? So walk. It will take you 2-3 months. What is your life getting lost? Why do you want the train? Walk. But this is where the problem comes. The person doesn't want to do anything, but wants to live the life of a rich person. It becomes a perversion. You want to live a life of a rich person, work for it. Then be a Rajarshi, Brahmarshi, no problem. Either of the choice. But this is something Vedyam, to be known in life. Other things, if you know, fine. If you don't know also, fine. This is ultimate. In a world where you are continuously listening, be a graduate, get a money, get your car, get your house, get these things, get these things. Nobody ever tells us, be happy with yourself. Then the moment you say you are trying to be happy with yourself, then the whole world looks down upon you. Selfish fellow. You understand? It becomes a very jarring note when you say, I am happy with myself. I am going to be contented with myself. I am going to know myself. The whole world doesn't understand. Therefore, they push you. Everybody becomes angry with you. How can you do like that? You are a parasite, you are living on others. Don't say that. The most important thing in life is everybody must be aware of himself. Vedyam, Veditavyam. That's the only thing to be known. Okay? And okay. So that is the one, indeed myself. So when he knows himself, he knows me, O Arjuna. Why? Because Gati, this is a beautiful verse, remember it. Gati Varta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasa Saranam Surhut Prabhava Pralaya Sthanam Nidhanam Bijam Abbayam. Hey Arjuna, I am the Gati, I am the goal. Gati. I am the Supreme. When you say I am, are you getting that point? See, let me clarify it. The moment Bhagavan says, I am the Gati, then usually what shall you think? God is the goal. No, I is the goal. Are you seeing the twist? When Bhagavan says I is what? Bhagavan's I is a form of Krishna or the Absolute? Absolute. So what is the goal for you? His I, which is your I. But if you think it is Krishna, the form, then what happens? Then you say, Krishna is my goal, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Arey, what is Krishna, Krishna? Listen carefully. Oh, Swamiji, I think you are being too stupid, arrogant. How can you say Krishna, 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 Krishna? All right. I don't withdraw this statement, but I want to ask you a question. Krishna was standing in front of Arjuna while teaching, no? Must be teaching or invisible? Standing, no? Why did he say, know me? Why did he say, know me? You are standing in front. Hey Arjuna, you don't know me. Nobody knows me. Abhajanandima Muda. They don't know me. Why? And if seeing the vision of a Krishna or any god for that matter, all the problems you solved, then Krishna's time, the entire generation should have been liberated effortlessly. Yashoda, Nanda, all the cows. The cows must have been liberated, but human, anyway, just think of it. Anyway, they are Pashu, Vimukta, no? Jokes, but think. Then everybody should have been finished. Why? They saw Krishna. Rama's time, same thing. How come Jarasandha and others did not respect him? Duryodhana did not like him, fighting with him as though he is his enemy number one. How come? Are you getting that point, please? So remember that line, when Krishna says, I am the goal, usually religious interpretation of this what? That man, Krishna is the goal. I am the goal. So I in you, that is your I, is the goal. Are you getting that point? Does it really get into your skull? No, it's not a joke, please. Unconsciously you will get trapped by that word. Krishna says, I am the goal. Krishna, Krishna. When Krishna says, I am the goal, I. Can you catch it? The words can be so misleading. Words can be so misleading. Rightly used, it will lead you. If it is not rightly used, finished. You can interpret any type of word. One fellow went to a shop and he asked the man, he saw it's a 24-hour shop. So he goes there to give something for a dry wash. He gives the coat and says, I'll come back tomorrow. Today is what day? Monday, Monday? Okay. He said, today is Monday, so he goes to that place and he said, I'll come back tomorrow. He said, no, come when Thursday. You said 24-hour service? How Thursday? He said, 8 hours per day. So we work, ours is 8 hours work day. So Monday 8 hours, Tuesday 8 hours, Wednesday 8 hours, 24 hours. So Thursday you come. Now what do you do? The Sardar was asked. Sardar's girlfriend told, I cannot marry you because you are 1 year younger to me. He said, don't worry, I'll wait 1 year. The words, so tricky, so tricky. Somebody asked another fellow, Sardar fellow, he asked, should the ladies have babies after 35? He said, no, 35 children enough. Then the fellow says, you can, this man got a Ford icon for his wife. Yeah, that's very good. Can I also change my wife for a Ford icon? He got a Ford icon for his wife. So he thought, you can interpret the words. No, no, please see, it's so powerful, that is very sharp. When Bhagavan says, Aham gatihi, I am the goal, what should you say? What is your language? Suppose when I say, I am rich, what do you think? You are rich. Are you getting that? Suppose somebody says, I am going to London. Do you say, I am going to London? What do you say? You are going to London. So if Bhagavan also says, I am the goal, what shall be your interpretation? You are the goal. He is the goal. Wrong. I is the goal. When he says I, God's I does not exclude anybody. Are you getting that point, please? God's I does not exclude anybody. I is the goal. The meaning of the I must be known. Mahadeva, are you getting that point, please? Any other interpretation you give, you will destroy it. That is why religious people are destroyed. Why? Because they make God as the goal, Sakshi as the goal. You will see now, Gati, Aham Gati, Gatir Bharta, Prabhu Sakshi. I am the Varta, Posta, who nourishes everything. I am the Prabhu, Swami. Prabhu means the master of this whole universe, meaning I am the sustainer of everything. Sakshi, I am the Sakshi. So immediately what happens? Now the person wants to become one with the Sakshi, wants to become the master. Problem. That Aham, Sakshi, one and the same thing. Are you getting that point, please? Aham as well as the Sakshi. First thing, Gati, I am the goal, and that Bharta, Prabhu, Sakshi. Or else, the individual I will be sitting down there and aspiring to be the Sakshi. Wanting to be desired, dreaming to be divine. Dreaming to be one with the God. To be one with God. To be one with infinity, to become. How? Already a part of it. Are you getting that point, please? That is why it's so important. Aham, I. Sakshi, Aham Sakshi. I am the witness of everything. Ishvaro sarvabhutanam hruddeshe Arjuna tishtati. Ishvaraha sarvabhutanam hruddeshe. So when you say the word Ishvara, it is no more you are associating that name with one form. It's not one name for one form, but it is the name for all forms. We saw it in the two other classes. Remember that all the time. Prabhu Sakshi Nivase. Nivase. Yasmin Praninaha Nivasanti. Where everybody find their refuge. Nivase. Nivase Surut. There is a Sri Nivase. Sri. Sri means Lakshmi, prosperity, the whole universe existing. Everything is existing there. Sharanam Surut. Aham Sharanam. I am the shelter. Sharanam. Artanam Prayatnanam Artiharaha. Where everybody finds the refuge. Now tell me. Please see this, huh? Just think. Why you are so beautiful. You are thirsty. Okay, you are thirsty. What shall be your refuge? Where shall you find your sarana, your refuge? Water, isn't it? If you are thirsty, you go to the water. If you are hungry, food. You want to purchase something. You need money. So money is your sarana. Okay? Think. Think. Listen carefully. Oh, how I say, I don't understand. I will tell, don't worry. No, it's a beautiful idea, wait. Suppose at the thought level, listen carefully. You are thinking of an object. You are thinking of an object. So where shall you go for the refuge? To that object. Suppose you are thinking of movie, right? Thinking of a man or woman, man or woman. Is okay? Huh. Thinking of a man or woman, it becomes thinking of that person is the Sarana. Whatever you think. If you are thinking of an object, your Saranam is that object. If you are dreaming of a happiness, where should you go? What is your Sarana? Object or self? You are thinking of immortality, you want to avoid death. What is your Sarana? If you want to live little longer, body is your refuge. If you want to be immortal, are you getting that? So Sharanam. Who is that Sharanam? I. Ultimately, I is the ultimate refuge. You are your ultimate refuge. Name it God if you choose. Are you getting that point, please? Very clear. That, did we see that verses? Udara sarve vaite jnani tu atmaivatam. It has come in already, no? In the 7th chapter it came, no? Udar chaturvidha bhajante mam chana sukrutne arjuna. Artha, artharthi jigyasu jnani cha vratarshava. 4 types of people pray for me, worship me. And what are they? Artha, one who is in danger. Artharthi, desirous of something. Jigyasu, desirous of knowing me. Jnani, one who knows myself. Udara sarve vaite, all the 4 are wonderful. Jnani tu atmaiva matam, wise man is myself. Why? He finds the Saranam in himself, which is nothing but Ishvara. So I am the Saranam. So who is your refuge in life? God's eye. God's eye is your eye. But just in a flash of a moment you can be so misled, you shall go into God. Where is your refuge? I want to, externalize. I want to go there. Think of it. That is why that language of love in Radha, the story goes, when Krishna was not coming, she was always crying. That is the story. Right, wrong, false, or true. I don't know, neither you will ever know. But the theme, if this is what, if you miss somebody, suppose Radha misses Krishna, Krishna is not happy about it. Krishna misses Radha, Radha will be happy about it. In real love, if the other person is miserable in your absence, now you are stuck, you are problematic. You know that? Why? Oh, without him I cannot live. Now the person, you may feel very proud for 2 days. But suppose you have to be 24 hours, 365 days in the presence, you have to babysit the fellow. How will you say? Enough. You will run from the boy, run from the girl. That is why nowadays they give me my space. Everybody is demanding his space. Leave me alone. That is why it's God's grace that He is not hanging around to tell me I am here. Suppose you have to go, wherever you go, you have to do namaskar. You know what is the end of it? Every moment you have to be grateful. Why? Alive, no? Grateful. Alive, grateful. Alive, grateful. Permanently your hand is closed. You can't even eat. Gratitude. Anyway, so when it is missing, what Krishna says? Helps her to know about himself. And once he recognizes, what was the complaint? You are coming, you are going away. So now he's very happy you are here. Now again he cries, why? You will go away. What is this? So he helps her to know the truth of Krishna. And then you shall see the lovely pride of the beloved. What she says? Okay, go. Get out of me. I'll see how big, great person you are. Meaning, the limitation of God is he can't withdraw. Therefore, she can very well say, okay, go from my heart. Let me see. True. How can he go away? You are sharanam. Happy. And tasmat surute. Pratyupakaram anapeksya sanna upakari. Surut, somebody, we call it a friend. Pratyupakaram anapeksya upakari. One who helps you without expecting anything in return. That is surut. Most people can help you by expecting something. But this person helps you, why? Because he can help you. Such a person is surut. And who is surut? God. Who is this God? I, the self. It is there, illumining everything without expecting to be recognized. Are you getting that? Without expecting to be recognized, it is helping you out. Only that one. You can see the principle of the universe. The space is continuously accommodating us without expecting to be recognized. Air is keeping us alive without expecting to be recognized. Water is continuously helping. You understand? The fire, the earth, the elements, the trees, the whole universe, surut, continuously helping us to be alive without waiting to be recognized. That is why when a wise one who recognizes the truth in himself, what is his parting shot from the world? Not bring my mummy, bring my papa, bring my father, mother, brother, sister. No. What he says? Remember that, the Bhartrihari's verse where he says, O Mata Medini, O Mother Earth, you have sustained me for such a long time. Now the time has come for me to go. Please take back this earth you have lent me. O father, O brother, air, you sustained me, helped me to be alive for such a long time. Today I am going to go. So take back the air. Thank you. O fire, water, earth, all of you helped me to be alive. Now this body is no more required. It's going. Take it back. What a prayer. I have used it enough. And the whole universe also will feel grateful to you. Why? It was worth giving ourselves up for him. Because he used it so well, understood himself. When you sacrifice everything for somebody, and that person really makes use of it, do you consider it a sacrifice or pleasure? You give your time, somebody uses it. You give your resources, somebody makes use of it. How do you feel? Whoa, what a person. Same thing, ultimate Ishvara. Thank you for everything. Why? Because you are here all the time. As awareness, I am existing without expecting any result, but helping me to know everything. Surut. Prabhava pralaya sthanam. Prabhava pralaya sthanam. Prabhava prabhavati yasmat, from which everything comes. Pralaya praliyate yasmin, in which everything is resolved. Sthanam tishtati, in which everything is existing. All these I am. Nidhanam, nikshepa, kalantara, upabhogyam praninam. Kalantara upabhogyam. Even whatever karma they do here, karmantara, in another life, when the kalantara, when the time passes, if the person is not liberated, whatever has to enjoy, I am the karma phaladata. Bijam abhyayam. I am the bija, the seed of this universe. Abhyayam, imperishable. Nothing dies in me. So when you see that oneness of yourself with it. So when Bhagavan says, I, you are also participating in that. Why does, I remember when I was teaching all these smaller Tattva classes, when I say, I am rich, you shall be poor. When I am some educated, you may be uneducated. If I say, go around the world, you say, I am in a village. But when I say, I am happiness, you are also included. In any one of your relative identity, others are excluded. In your absolute identity, everybody is included. That is why everybody loves Brahma Vidya. In Brahma Vidya class, everybody is a winner. When I say, I am the happiness, you are also happiness. If you are not happiness, something wrong with I. If there is a difference between my I and your I, then you have to find out what is that I. Guru's eye is more powerful than Shishya's eye. He must be some gade, some donkey. God's consciousness and man's consciousness, there is some difference. You must be. You are a panditaha, you are an idiot. I think in consciousness, awareness, there is absolutely no difference. First verse in the Bhagavad Gita teaching, Bhagavan has clearly proved it. No. Natvevaham jatunasam nachayamena janadipaha nachaivana bhavishyama sarve vayam matah param. Hey Arjuna, never there was a time when I was not, you were not, these kings were not. Nor there shall ever be a time when I will not be, you will not be, they will not be. We are all one the same. Ajo nitya saswatayam purana nahanyate hanyamane sarire. Everything is unborn, eternal, absolute. So there is no differences. So when you say I, when Bhagavan says I, everybody is included. When I am the happiness, everybody is included. So where is the sense of superiority, inferiority? Vijamabhyam, and then, continue. Tapamyahamaham varsham nigrunnami surujami che amrutam chaiva mrutyusche sadasachaham arjuna aham tapami aham varsham tapami aham aditya bhutva kaishchid rasmi bihi ulvaneihi aham kinchit rasmi bihi usrujami punah nigrunnami. I am the one sustains the whole creation. Tapami, you can say, like a sun, adityavat, like a sun, I give life to the creation. The sun that gives life to the creation, I am. Varsham nigrunnami usrujami cha. I am the one who is, by my own rays of sun, usrujami nigrunnami, sustain as well as annihilate. Everything is continuously changing. You can make it a broader sense. As a time, I roast everything. Kalaha pachati. Kala kridati gacchati ayu. Kala kridati ayurgachati. The time plays. I am the time. As the sun, moon, star, the whole creation. What is this I? The same consciousness with all names and forms. So whenever I say I, now don't bring Krishna's form there. Are you getting that point, please? You can bring Krishna's form also, but not Krishna's form only. Because same thing who shall say? Shiva also will say. Shiva Purana, Shiva will say Aham. When Shiva Purana, Shiva says Aham, is it different from Krishna's Aham? In Vishnu Purana, Vishnu says Aham. In Lakshmi Purana, Lakshmi says Aham, I. Lakshmi says I. In Devi Mahatmyan, Devi shall say I. So, each one has a department, huh? All eyes are his eyes. Are you getting that point? Do you see that broadly? Always look at that, because or else unconsciously you get into Krishna. Like some people get into that. Krishna alone. Krishna himself will be, God knows what to do. He won't know what to do. But he says, I, everybody is included. You remember that Sardar story? There was the big conference to find out why all the jokes are in their name. Sardar's name. So everybody was coming to Delhi Asoka Hotel. And Sardar driver, so many Sardars are coming. But how many Sardar driver can pick up? There are many non-Sardar driver also. So he saw so many Sardars are coming, so he picked up. He says, hey, why are you all coming to Delhi? Oh, we are having a conference. For what? To find out why all the jokes in our name. He said, very simple. If you can answer my question, I'll tell you why all the jokes are in your name. What is that? In my family, there are 3 people. One is my wife, other is my child. Who is the third one? All the 4 of the Katakshi thought for a while. Your father? He says, I am telling you, in my family, my wife and my child. Who is the third one? Grandmother? He said, no. It's a simple thing. This is why everybody calls you fool. What? If I say my family, there are 3 people. One is my wife, other is my child. Then third one is me. Hey, that's right. You are right. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, they knew. So as soon as they reach the hotel, the meeting has already started. They are late. So they even, because they have the solution now. So can they wait until bath and dress and go? They dumped the things and straight went to the conference hall. And then some people are talking on us to why all the jokes are there. Hey, shut up, stop. Yes. We have the solution. Why all the jokes are in our name? He said, why? We are asking a question. Now suddenly everybody is stunned. 4 people together, One fellow is standing there, other 3 fellows supporting him. He said, okay, answer the question. In my family, there are 3 people. One is my wife, another is my child. Who is the third one? All of them, together. All of them say, must be your father. He said, no. Grandfather? No. What about your grandmother? So these other people who are serving the tea and coffee, these boys, hotel boys, they could not keep quiet. Because sometimes, how long can you give nonsensical answer? You cannot keep quiet. This fellow said, what is this? You people are really stupid. Even in his family, there are 3 people, and one is his wife, other one is his daughter, the third one is he. Then immediately the person who had asked the question, he said, no. The taxi driver. Why? Because he said, I am the third, no. The taxi driver is the third person, right? So Krishna says, I am the truth. So who is the truth? He is the truth. Beautiful understanding. So Krishna says, I am all pervasive. So he is all pervasive. What about me? I am not. He said he is all pervasive. So Guru is enlightened. Why? Guru said, I am the enlightened. So Guru is enlightened. Shishya, Guru is enlightened. Gade. You understand? Fully certified donkeys. What can you do? When Krishna says, I, if it doesn't include me, then he is no more totality, samasti, Ishvara. Understand? Everything is included. That is why even for a second, that is why continuous, this upasana for what? Remembering. Ahamatma sarvabhutaha sahastita. Aham damsa. Shivoham, Shivoham. So you see from the absolute standpoint, not from the body. Because I told you, remember it again and again, because God is here, but this much is not God. Therefore devotion. Atma-atvam. From the absolute standpoint, one and the same. Jnanam. Because of that vision, that awareness, bhakti is the expression. Which one is superior? Don't compare. Without knowledge, there is no devotion possible. Therefore, see that Amrutam jaiva mrityuscha sadachachaham Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, I am Amrutam, Deva, like Devatas. Mrityu, like Martyas. Martyana Mrityu. Those who are living for a relatively long period of time, or the Shatis, the human beings and others who pass away quickly. All, I am the both. Satcha, asatcha ham Arjuna. All that is existing, not existing. Hey Arjuna, indeed, I am everything. There is nothing other than, where is the list? Can't see that. Then we shall see more of it. Read it tomorrow. In the afternoon we shall see. Traividyamam soma paputa papam yajñairištva swargatim prarthayante te punyamasadya surendra lokam asnanti divyan divideva bhogan tetam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam क्षीणे पुण्ये मर्त्यलोकं विशन्ति एवं त्रयीधर्म्यमनुप्रपन्नाः गतागतं कामकामा लभन्ते. So those who are Mahatmanasya Daivi Prakriti Masrita, those who Mahatman means those who know themselves, they see me like this in all forms. There is nothing other than it. Ye punaha agyaha kama kama, those who are ignorant and worship me for certain desires to fulfill, they go to different lokas, Swarga Loka and others. These two we shall see in the afternoon. Okay? And then again you will go back into the oneness of Ishvara. Close your eyes.